Yo, what's shaking? Kevin Bacon and Jake the Snake and Roberts. Kind of. Didn't work, maybe. What's up, friends? Today we're going to combine two core Grimlocks with Magneous and Skullgrin. Forgot their names for a second. Dude, super early in the morning. And welcome back and welcome front. This is going to be a really, really cool fan mode in my opinion. And it's actually my favorite Magneous fan mode to date. Because like all the parts get used and yeah, it's a good time and bada. And let me start moving these guys off to the side or start prepping them. And yeah, I just wanted to wish everyone a happy day today. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was going to say, like, sometimes I have, like, random stuff to talk about that I have, like, prepared. But, I mean, today my brain's kind of empty, to be completely honest, as I start configuring the Grimlock leg. But, I mean, I did think about something this morning in my meditation, and it was something that I'm kind of ashamed of. And it was just, I mean, not necessarily ashamed of, but I don't know. I look back when I was a youngin', and dude, I was such an NPC, dude. Meaning, like, I just had like no free thought. I was programmed by the media, by television, by everything. I just didn't have any type of free thought. I was triggered by the things that I was supposed to be triggered by. I was made happy by the things that I was told to be made happy by, meaning like somebody else was pretty much just kind of programming me, and I wasn't even aware of that, It wasn't until I had an aha moment during my university time, and I mentioned that I didn't finish school, like I dropped out and stuff, but it was during that time there was I had a breakthrough moment that I don't think I should talk about too openly on this channel, but let's just say that I had an aha moment. And after that aha moment, like, I realized how selfish I had been all my life. I realized how hard my mom had worked to bring up her 3 sons. Like, a lot of things became, like, glaringly obvious to me. And I broke down and cried. It was like a veil had been lifted from my eyes when I got to see the reality of things. And, yeah, and since then, I've been growing and updating and patching myself like a video game. Prior to that, it was like a video game that didn't know it had problems or bugs, so therefore it would never patch. You guys know patching, right? And like hot fixes, and there are things to basically optimize and improve your video game. And once I had my moment of awareness and awakening, then I've endeavored tirelessly to improve who I am as a human being. Every year I look back at the previous version that I was, and I think to myself, like, oh man, we patched a lot of bugs since last year, We've truly grown a lot, and we've gained insight. And I enjoy doing that, I enjoy leveling up and growing. Perhaps I have gamified the concept of self-growth, but I truly enjoy it, actually. And But one of the things is, like, I don't get too down on myself about like when I say that I feel shame, it's more like I feel shame from the perspective of I want to improve myself, Like I know I can do better, and I will do better, like, in the future. But I don't look down on myself too much, and the reason is I think of it like a caterpillar and a butterfly, You can't expect a caterpillar to do butterfly things. And so when I look back at myself and I was a caterpillar, yeah, man, I was just doing caterpillar stuff, dude. That's all I could really do. But once I had my moment of awareness and I metamorphosized, or whatever that term is, transformed into a butterfly, so to speak, I stopped doing caterpillar things. And I also try not to do caterpillar things, so to speak. Yeah. Like I'm not religious, but like I said, and any source that has a positive vibe, you can take from it. In the Bible, I think it's in Corinthians or something, they talk about, I think it's the Apostle Paul talks about, and don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not a Christian, and I'm not saying, like, I used to be, and that's why, I took these valuable lessons. I think it's Paul who says, like, when I was a child, I walked like a child, I talked like a child, but once I became a man, like, I left those childish things behind me. And it's kind of like that, It's like I've grown and I've leveled up, like, immensely. I'm trying to figure out how I did this. Oh, okay. I've leveled up and grown immensely, and I don't want to go backwards and do the things that I did when I was a child. They exist there to remind me to do better. They exist in my memory to remind. But by the way, look at this. We plug in the Skullgrin blaster, and then you put this right here, and it almost like hugs it in the negative space. Dude, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I love like when stuff like that happens. But yeah, dude, the memory of shame and stuff like that exists to just help me become a better person, you know. Yeah, I'm not really sure why I'm in this kind of like mood, and it's not a downer. It's just a reflective mood, and I know some people don't like that. I know some people don't like that because it makes them think about their own life. And yeah, dude, people have said stuff to me on this channel, and you don't see it because I just delete the comments and ban those people. And they tell me not to talk about this stuff. That they're just like, hey, I'm just here to see toys. And I'm like, well, if you are, then you could put this on mute. You know, put this on mute. Like, for all I care. I mean, this is my channel, and this is what I want to talk about. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it's anything that's negative or a Debbie Downer or anything like that. I think it's just, I don't know, just gives me time to reflect and think about stuff. And if I never assess what the bugs are, then I won't go about trying to create a patch to address those bugs. You know what I mean? It's just how it is, dude. It's just how it is. And if you don't, not you particularly, but just, oh, sorry, my bad. I hope this is all in shot. And if you, speaking in the general sense, don't like this type of stuff, don't want to hear it, that's fine, dude. Yeah, you can go somewhere else. Yeah, maybe some people are like, hey, I watch these just to watch toys. I'm not here to hear you preach or something, and that's totally fine. Yeah, that's totally fine. I'll go do my thing, and then you can go do your thing. But yeah. But I certainly reflect a lot when I drive, when I'm exercising, when I'm in my meditative state. Like, yeah, dude. You know, one of the craziest things I've done is, with regard to meditation, is something called Vipassana. It's a 10-day meditation retreat, and for like 8 or 7 of those days, you can't talk to people. You can't talk, period. And it's quite intense, and you do 10 hours of meditation every day. You got to wake up at 4:30 every day. You don't eat meat during the program. Like, yeah, it's pretty wild, dude. But I will say I learned a lot about myself during that time. Because when you don't have any sensory stimuli coming in, no one's talking to you. There's no music. There's no sound other than the instructor teaching you about the meditative technique. When you don't have any other thought coming in, like, it's quite an experience in terms of what will start filling your psyche. And one of the things that happened is, like, I started getting very vivid dreams. I mean, I always do, but they were different. And also memories that I had forgotten about since when I was like a wee tyke. They floated back. That was something that was pretty crazy. Didn't expect that. Yeah. But lots of memories came flooding back. Another crazy thing is, so at that place, it's, you don't eat meat. And also everybody's very gentle. So the local animals there that have kind of grown and have the interactions that they have with humans are that humans don't mess with them, Humans are very kind to them, if anything. And like, dude, you'll see little field mice just burrowing their holes in front of you, like, without a care in the world. And then deer will walk by and, like, without a care in the world, like, yeah, because that's the vibe that place gives off, It's an incredible experience, I'll say. I almost wanted to quit on day 3. And they even mentioned, they're like, hey, people will quit. And they're like, and if you're going to do that, hey, no hate, no nothing. You just got to come tell the instructor and stuff like that and announce that you're going to quit and you're going to leave so that they can make the necessary arrangements. And dude, I wanted to quit. I wanted to quit on the 3rd day. And turns out, I later on found out that 3rd day is actually typically, that's the breaking point. That's either you get past it or you don't. And so, yeah, it's interesting. But yeah. So the video, I mean, other than this build, which I really, really like, by the way, And the feet, I was gonna say the Grimlock feet. I'm not sure if I like stole this like unintentionally or borrowed it from someone, because when I was making it, it seemed very natural. And I don't recall using these as a toe, which I think is a phenomenal idea. I feel like somebody else did this, and perhaps I just kind of committed it to memory, because when I started fidgeting with it, I was like, it just came about without effort. But I don't recall doing this myself. So if somebody out there, if you taught me this, hey, let me know. I'll give you credit. Like I unintentionally stole it if I did that, or who knows. But yeah, you can't even see all of them there. I'm trying to get them all in the shot, but oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, dude, the arms are nice and long, gangly, lanky. The back cleans up really nice. I love the treads hanging off over here on the back. Like, looks very symmetric, very clean. Love the backpack. Finally get to use something, do something with the Magneous torso. And that's because Skullgrin has the peg protruding off the back versus a port. I love the little frills that come from the Magneous to kind of beef up the shoulder armor over there. The hammer, I think, works well. We have a little like underslung shield kind of, and this kind of blaster weapon from Skullgrin. This is a beautiful build in my opinion. I really, really like this a lot. It's probably my favorite Magneous and Skullgrin concoction, and perhaps with Grimlock as well. Very, very pleased with this, yeah. But kind of stepping back to what I was talking about earlier, it's yeah, I don't know, if just for me personally, and I'm not saying that you should do it necessarily, because everyone's path is a little bit different, but just kind of just sharing my thoughts with you, like breaking free from being an NPC is one of the greatest things that I've ever done with my life. It's allowed me to see things clearly, be more creative, be more expressive, be more appreciative, be more loving, be more transformative in my day-to-day state, in my year-to-year state. It's one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life. And again, I'm not trying to give advice, but I will use these words. I urge you, if you have the opportunity, to find free moments to yourself where you can kind of just take in everything, reflect on everything, no matter how shameful, hurtful those things may be, and to really synthesize those into lessons of learning, of growth, because it's a beautiful thing to be able to transform, all pun intended, and grow into something bigger, better, and stronger, and to be able to appreciate the passage of time around us, because we don't really have much time here, And for those of you who don't like this talk, then you're probably not here anyway. But yeah, appreciate you being here, guys. I really, really, really do. I mean this a lot. I mean, like, perhaps I'll put out a video one day about like what this channel really means to me, what you guys mean to me, what your input and feedback, all of that means to me. And you may be surprised by my answer, but maybe another time, okay? Everyone have a wonderful day. Be wise, be kind, and be compassionate when you can in your life. And hope that that is also returned to you as well. Okay, bye.